All right. Good morning, ladies. Welcome to ISO Prosperity Sisterhood. I am absolutely so glad. And if you're catching us on the replay, share whatever you need, reach out. I just shared before going live here that there is giving us Sisterhood members. So if you need that, I will put that in the comments wherever this lands for you. We're here. We are on, I don't even know. We are talking about millions. Things or the millionth or millionaire, whatever those things are. And it's kind of been our theme these last couple sessions and into the next few. So today is Million Little Things. And the question that we are wrapping around is, what is one small moment or daily ritual that brings peace, power, or clarity? And is this something that we can honor more deeply or turn it into a ritual and daily practice versus something that we only do when our confidence is low or on the random Monday holidays that we have the day off, right? Like, how can we honor this so it becomes something that brings us that peace and power every single moment of every single day? And so I bring to that the idea of tiny things, those little things that stack up, those little reminders, those soothing things. And so I have a short, as usual, and I want to encourage you to write your own short list just based around this question. But then I have a free that can really extrapolate this out. But going back to these small moments and daily rituals, this idea of these million little things, my short list is number one, gratitude. You will hear that a lot from me if you haven't already. Number one, gratitude. Then journaling, sitting down with a cup of tea or coffee, even if it is the second or third time you've warmed it up. Baking. Baking for me is power because it's something that you have to follow the rules usually, and I'm not necessarily a rule follower or recipe follow. Baking, you usually have to do things in the right order if you want the result to be the thing you're trying to make. So I included that in my list. Times those things. It's not necessarily daily for me, but yeah, baking makes the list for me. What about reading? A Bible, devotional, motivational. Um, I think of those calendars where you tear the next page off and you have that quote or mantra. Just pausing and taking a moment with those words, even if they're somebody else's words. Taking a bath, and if that's something that can be done every day, what about washing your face? Putting on moisturizer. Like, take yourself because those million little things, they add up. And when we take time with them, they become something that not only do we know because we've listed them and called them out, we know that they bring us peace and power and clarity. What does that become over time? It becomes resilience. It becomes something that we have stacked over time to where it is firm, it is something we can lean on, it's something we can land on, and it's something that we can honor or that honors us when we feel like we don't have we've built those little things and they don't go away. It's something that builds up to where it can't be taken away. It can't be washed away. Sometimes big things happen. For me, as I stacked these up And then we lost our son. And it's like everything got demolished, including all these stacks. And yet, amongst the debris, there's still a foundation. There's still a place to start. Because as we, I don't know, then I get this visual that compresses, it becomes unshakable. Maybe not the stuff at the top that was recently added, right? I'm just going, but as they're stacked, they become compressed. And so that other visual of just all that debris, that destruction, there's still that deeply foundation. And so it may not be something that you need right now. But there are moments and there are times the wind takes that top couple layers off, right? They're not compressed. They're stacked on top, right? And so as the wind comes up and blows those things, when we stack daily, those millions of things, when we stack daily, it doesn't slow us down. And so as you think of your aim, remember that visual that as we are stacking, we're compressing. And so, yes, there are things that get washed away, that get knocked over, that turn into debris. But that foundation is there because you moments, those small things, the daily rituals, the wins, to where no matter what, you're still going to have something left, because that is something that is hard to put your finger on in the hard moments, but it's what holds us together. And so resilience isn't something that magically shows up. It's something that as we build, we are anchoring. And so I have an Anchors of Resilience worksheet blueprint for you. And it's going to walk you through how to build these cornerstones of resilience into those daily rituals, practices, those moments that you can honor throughout your days, weeks, trials. And those four, can I call micro pillars, to help you reset in the moment and remind yourself of that resilience that and yet it's something that you can stack. Those four micro pillars are rest, reset, routine, and rhythm. And so in this worksheet, it's going to ask you those questions to pull that list out of you. My number one is gratitude. And so where does that fit in those four micro columns? And what fits where for you? So this worksheet's going to pull that out for you. And that's my gift for you today. And I want you to remember that all of these small moments, they're stacking, they're compressing, so that when something happens, yes, things get dusted off the top. Pray that it never gets demolished in a way that I felt mine were. But they get compressed and they become nation. So you can always dust that debris off and find them. And that's what I want for you. So with that, what are your million little things? Where are you stacking? Let's talk.